So welcome to another tutorial for the curriculum wiki. This tutorial talks about talk pages or discussion pages and watching lists. It's two important features and pretty much interesting features in the curriculum wiki. Um, so we'll talk about both and how to access both actually in this tutorial. First of all, you need to log in to, you have to view the page, of course, which is assessmentwiki.org/wiki, and then you have to log in. So that's what I will do now. I'm just gonna log in. No, my password, sorry. I hope that it's the right one. No, don't save. So it's logging in at the moment. Okay, so we're logged in right now, and then this is the main page. Discussion pages, they're also known as talk pages in MediaWiki or in wikis in general. So each user has a talk page, or sometimes called discussion page, and it usually appears next to the username at the top right corner. It calls here my talk. Now the red color indicates that the page doesn't exist yet. Usually if an administrator wants to contact a user, they would leave them a message on their talk pages. So if you would like log in one day and find that your talk page is in blue color, you would know that someone had actually left you a message or something. So that's for the talk page. Now if I clicked on it over here, you would notice that there is currently no text in this page. I can simply create the page. Like if I want to ask a question, like a general question or start a discussion, I can just write it down there, and whoever is searching the wiki can like stumble on it and reply to it if they want to. So I'm not gonna talk about how to create a text over here in this discussion page because I'm gonna do it for another question. So discussions or talks can actually be made for users, like you have a user talk page, and also for each question you might have a talk page or discussion page. Like if somebody had changed something and you're not sure about it, or you have applied to change it, you have a question, you might log it there, and whoever is reviewing the question might add to your questions, like answer your questions or add another questions to the discussion, whatever. So for example, let's say that you're either searching the wiki, let's search the wiki for ratio, or you can like simply um, just expand the curriculum tree and go through questions. And if you find something that captures your attention and you have a question about it, or you're not sure why is it done this way, you can always start a discussion. So I've seen something over here. I think this question, yes. Yeah. So over here, this question had like if you visit the history, I remember it had, yeah, I changed it. Like if you see that Vivian over here have changed this question. Let's just compare the two revisions and see what changes have I made. So I've changed the question. So yeah, the originally the question, so this is the old version, this is the version I've changed. I've added two extra choices to the list of the choices. So basically the question had four choices, I added extra two, so now they have a total of six, and it's not approved yet by the editors, but that's okay. So somebody might like say, okay, fine, apparently the discussion page was there, but somebody had erased the maybe the contents or something, because the color of the link is blue for the discussion tab, which means there was something there, or there is something there. Oh, it's empty, maybe somebody had emptied that. But anyways, let's say I want to ask a question: why didn't you approve like my changes, or you don't approve of the two extra options that I've added? So I can simply either edit the page, or you can always like cancel. If I cancel, nothing would happen. Or I can just add a section by saying question about the applied changes, for example, and then I would say, this is the subject line or the header, I would say why no one has approved my changes. The options I added, sorry, are fine. And that's it. So I've added it. Now if I want people to know who added this like comment, I can always add my signature by pressing this button over here in the edit toolbar. This would add my signature. It looks like two dashes and this weird character. So if I just show preview, so this is how it looks like. This is the header, which is question about applied changes. This is my question, and here you go. This is my signature and the time stamp when I actually added this discussion or this question. Now, if I want to know whether people have replied to my question, then I would always need to go back to this question and check the discussion page. Or there is something other feature available on the wiki which is called watching lists or watching pages, sorry. So I'm interested in this page. I want to know if somebody would add to my discussion or would reply to my question. So whatever changes that happen to this question or to this discussion page, I'm interested in and I want to know about. So I'm just gonna watch this list. So by watching this list, I'm saying like any changes happens to this discussion page, please inform me, and I will show you in a minute where you can see these changes. So I'm gonna save. So now I've added a discussion question and I've added the page to my watch list. So if I go to my watch list over here at the top right corner and I've checked it, it would say um, view relevant changes. No, view and edit watch list. Let's view our watch list and try to edit it. So yeah, so view and edit watch list would show me the list of pages that I'm actually watching or I care to know about the changes that happens over these pages. So over here it's the talk page of this question, which is good. I don't want to remove it. If I want to remove it, I would just check the box and hit the remove title. Now if I'm watching the list and I want to know what is happening to this page, I will just go to this page which says view relevant changes. This would show me all the changes that were done to the page I was watching. Actually, you would notice that there are some stuff over here because I've been watching this page earlier and then I unwatched it. So these are the changes that has been made earlier by me in some other user account. So just ignore it. So for now, like today is the 7th of October, and it says that the question about new, so I added a talk page, so you can see here that it says that there is a talk was added by Vivian to this page, which is me obviously. And yeah, so um, assuming that some other user, let's say I'm already logged into another user over here, um, who's going to respond to my question. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna visit the question again. So ratio, and it was this question. Or if I remember the name, or like the question title, I can just search for that. So I noticed there's a discussion page, and I've noticed that Vivian have asked a question, and I want to reply to Vivian. Well, I can edit and then reply to her, like under that I would be writing my comment. Now if I want to add indentation to my comment, I can always use the colon symbol. Like the more colons I use, the deeper the indentation is. So Vivian I have not had the chance to review your edit, for example. I'll do that later. For example, okay? And I also want to add my signature, so again I can use the same button over here. Like if you want to add like italic or bold phase or whatever, like formatting to the text, you can do that. And then just to show the preview, how would this look like? See, I've added my reply to Vivian over here, and it is intended. Like the more, if I want to make it more intended, I can just use like extra columns to this. Just show the preview again so you can see. See, it's more indented. Okay, so let's just save this and see what Vivian would get. So if Vivian logs in again and wants to view the recent changes, just refresh the page, it would notice over here that somebody had replied to the talk page. Yes, it says over now. Notice that the title's in boldface right now, and it says that C Wikideb, which is another user, had replied or had commented or added something to your talk list. So you can always just click it, and here you go. Now Vivian can read the reply to her question. Now, what if the other user wants to add a new section, like ask something else? You can always come over here and just add a new section by clicking this plus sign and say another question. Or, yeah, another question. So, blah, blah, blah. And this is my signature, and I want it to be in boldface, and that's it. And I might want to add something else. Maybe I want to add a header and say, please reply as soon as possible. Okay, show the preview. Looks fine. Just save. See, so a new section was added to the talk page. It has my text, the signature, and the header, which I have added. Okay, so if I want to edit it, I can always edit the whole page from here. Like it have everything, it will has everything over here. It will have everything, sorry, over here. Or if you click cancel, nothing would happen. The changes would be discarded, and or I can just edit the section I'm interested in by hitting this edit button. Let's say I don't want it to be in a header anymore, so I'm just gonna remove this format. I just want it to be in, well, no, this is not a link. No, sorry. I just wanted to be in italic and save the page. And here we go. So if Vivian like comes again to her watch list, she would notice that again there is a new thing that was added by CWikiDev at this time. So if she wants to talk to CWikiDev in person, she can just create a talk page for him, like his talk page, and add things to it by simply clicking over here. Hey buddy, thanks for the reply. Vivian, and save. So if you go back to the watch list over here, you can, if I clicked again over here, I'll be able to see the changes or the new section added by CWikiDev, or the changes that were applied to this page basically. Now if you go back to the other user, okay, and let's just refresh the list and go to the main page, I'd notice that I have a new message over here. Say, oh, you have a new message, which is, and I've noticed that the talk link have changed in color from red to blue. So let me just read my new message. And hey, buddy, thanks for the help or for the reply, Vivian. So I can always reply to her like by going to her talk page. And that's about it. So this feature is quite helpful actually. It would um help teachers and editors to interact with each other. Like if somebody wants to ask a question, they can do that. If somebody wants to add a comment, they can do that. If an editor wants to pinpoint a certain point for a certain user, he can do that. So it's like an embedded forum within the wiki, which is kind of useful, and it would help the collaboration among teachers and in this online committee. So thanks for watching. Come back for more tutorials. Bye bye.